Holy shit. They're tiny. That's how you do that. I have a couple that are like really thin at one side and pretty thick on the other. It's easy to deal with. Check it. Get your knife, take the fat end and split it into basically thirds, sometimes a quarter, right? So you've got like, ooh, look at that. Whatever, it's split. And then just deal with it normally, like I just showed you. By the time you get to the end, where it's all thin, they'll be roughly the same diameter, which means they'll cook at the same time. Easy. I know, probably shouldn't be eating them because carbs, but you know, they're in the fridge, and if I don't use them, it's going to be a waste of like all $2 I spent on them, so we're putting them in the dish. And traditionally, Lyonnaise is nothing but potatoes and onions anyway, so they fucking belong there. Deal with it. These are red potatoes. I like them because they're the easiest to make this dish work with, because they're already basically circles. You just got to cut them into quarters or sixths, depending on the size. This guy is going to be probably, I'm going to do eighths. He's fat. The basic idea is to make sure they're basically the same size as everything else, otherwise they won't cook in time, they'll be done and everything else won't be, and you'll have delicious, awesome vegetables and then potatoes that are still kind of starchy and crunchy and giving everybody the finger. You don't want that. No one wants that. But yeah, just like that. Slice. Slice. Meh. Easy. The baby carrot part is really complicated. To open the bag, then you put these motherfuckers in the bowl. Except this one. Fuck him. What the bullshittery is this? It's not a tumor. It's a rutabaga. And it looks kind of like it. Well, it's weird looking and hard to cut up. So what I'm going to do is show you how to kind of break this thing into manageable pieces and then put it in your dish. Okay? It's not as hard as you would think. It just involves some simple geometry. So we're going to remove the ends first, because the ends don't taste like anything you want to put in your mouth. Also gives us a nice flat work surface to deal with while we're messing with the rest of it. Now, from here, just cut it into planks, right? It's a fibrous rutabaga. So, we've got our nice flat stack of stackies, right? I'm going to turn this stack into sticks. We have sticks, and the sticks will become squares as such. Done. Just do that until the whole fucking thing is gone. Yay. That also works for turnips or, you know, anything that's a circle and looks hard to cut into squares. So they're seasoned and tossed and evenly coated with oil, and now we're going to cover them in foil and throw them in the oven, but I can't do that because I'm taking this video with the phone, so you're going to have to deal with my whole little "and now it's magically done" portion of the video starting now. Sweet. So, check it. That's after about 55 minutes at 425 degrees. We didn't use any butter because actually the rutabaga, which is this stuff right here, when it's roasted, the sugars in it caramelize really nicely and it goes nice and soft and it actually creams out pretty well. So you'll have a nice rich flavor from that kind of permeating your dish without the actual use for dairy fat, which is nice. It's not a perfect substitute, but it totally helps. Anyway, that's enough to feed anybody multiple times. And the total cost is $11. Rockin'.